Hey everybody, today I have a very special quick Throwback Thursday review, or maybe not so quick, because I have 3 figures, and I figured this was a perfect date to show these to you. Also, they were taking up a lot of space on my toy shelf, and I needed to just clean up, get them reviewed, so let's kick it off with DEAN Ambrose. Actually, before I do that, let's check out the packaging for these, because they're actually pretty darn cool. So the cool thing about Bray Wyatt is it's some sort of membrane or a brain or something, which is crazy. Undertaker, it is like a coffin. Is he a zombie or is he a vampire? I don't know. Then Paige, it's like scratches or something, because this is my house. And Dean, it looks like a cage or something. Christian Cage. Cool. So let's open it up. Start with DEAN Ambrose, but let's do the unboxation first. Oh, that sound sounds so good, so pure. Oh, so good, so pure. You just saw these guys unboxed. So here, kicking off, is DEAN Ambrose. This is actually a pretty cool figure. Let me move the camera in a bit more so maybe you can see some of those details. No, I don't think so. I don't think it'll focus, but this is a fun looking figure. And sorry, I just wasted so much time. There's some amazing detail on the boots and stuff. I think those boots are a new sculpt. I could totally be wrong, but there is painting to make it look muddy. And overall, his body is very dirty with blood and gore and ripped up parts. And it's a really nice looking sculpt for a figure. And the face is cool too, because it's zombie DEAN Ambrose. And Mattel put a lot of effort into this. You can tell. A lot more probably than they do elites or basics. So it's like, what the heck, Mattel? But I love that face. I love how gory it looks. I think this is a great figure. The only problem, the biggest issue I have with it right here, right now, is the fact that he comes with a hand that I'm going to assume is supposed to pop right in and then pop out. Because it looks like that from the peg hole. Unfortunately, it just cannot go in. It's not going in. And that's terrible, because this hand is articulated, so you'd think. And there is even blood detail on that, on the wrist tape. That's great. The amount of detail on these figures is crazy, considering we get like pretty much nothing in the regular WWE Elite Basic, even Defining Moments line. But this $12, $13 figure has such a high level and a unique sculpt. So it's like, Mattel, what are you doing? But that's really disappointing, and it makes me kind of think that maybe Mattel will never be able to do extra hands or stuff like that, because it legit doesn't fit. And that's really disappointing, because that's one of the things I think Mattel should really try and accomplish in this year, next year or something, putting figures with swappable parts and stuff like that, like new hands and stuff like that. Let's check out the page. So this, is she even gonna stand? Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so here is Paige. She is so freaking pale. You could say that this is Sheamus, basically. But she's less zombified than most. She's looking more like a ghoul or something. She has some blood on her, but no like really gory parts. Is that because, oh yes she does, right on her calf. Ooh. But she's not as zombified as the others. It is funny though how everyone else is like green zombie and she's just pale. Like why? But I think this might be one of the weaker ones, because she just is straight up pale. There's not much here that's looking really crazy gross or gnarly. I do like her boots and how they're falling down a bit. I think that's a nice attention to detail. But overall with this figure, it just kind of seems like thrown in there, like it was an afterthought instead of a real defining figure in the Zombies wave of enormous playability, and everyone wanted it. Everyone was screaming for zombie figures. Like they'd release WWE and Mattel would release Elite lines, and everyone would go on the forums and type on their computer wearing their cowboy hats and say, "No, please Mattel, finally give us WWE zombie toys. It's what we've always wanted." And I'm obviously tongue-in-cheek here, but yeah, I think this is probably the most disappointing of the set, because it's just like, I don't know, the only interesting part is the boots for me. And then up next, the dude I'm looking forward to see, because I saw Rob Pollock, D21 Beast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Toy fans too can like, comment, and subscribe to him. He did a review of this and his fell apart, so I'm looking forward to mine hopefully falling apart too. He comes with accessories kind of like Dean Ambrose, and yet again, like Dean Ambrose, they kind of don't really fit, but you can get them to fit. They fit in the packaging because they were stuck in the packaging. But those are cool to make him look like he's some kind of spooky, more than a zombie though. Like, they say zombies, they should have just made them spooky people or something. But again, there's a lot of unique sculpt, a lot of amazing paintwork on this guy. With his arms being all bloody and stuff like that. That ghoul symbol on the leg, that's very spooky and stuff like that. I think the Undertaker really works in this line. Triple H 2, which I didn't pick up because I'm trying to save money, people. But this, I just look at it and it's kind of like Paige. I do love the head, and I think that they pretty much didn't do a lot of zombification to that head, so maybe someday I'll paint it and throw it on an actual Undertaker body, because I love the sculpt with the tongue hanging out, and I don't think that's something we've seen on a Mattel figure. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I think that's the best part of this figure. But let's see, let's articulate it, because I want to see it break like Rob's did. So what did he do? This is it. Where'd it break? Where'd it break? Because it seems like it's gonna break right there. You know, it's already popping out from that, but oof, what happened to his fingers? I don't think that's supposed to be like that right there, but who knows. And then yeah, maybe I had better luck than Rob. Too bad, dude. Too bad. Wanted it to break apart, so then everyone would say, "You always get the broken ones." But yes, that's Undertaker. And then the last guy, the spooky man, the neckbeard, it's Bray Wyatt. This, I really think that this is the, sorry. And then the last guy in the set, Bray Wyatt. I think that this is the highlight of this set. I think they did way more details, way more. I think they focused way more than they really had to on this guy and really produced a cool looking action figure. I don't think he even needs to be zombie. I think he just really fits as a spooky guy like this. So in a sense, I'm kind of disappointed that they actually painted his skin the greenish tone, the zombie tone, because I think he could have just worked as just a spooky looking guy, because not much about him really screams zombie. It screams more murderer than zombie, which I kind of love. Like, this looks like a bad guy from like a Stephen King novel or something like that, more than a zombie, and that is what really draws me to this figure. So Mattel, this is sick, and he comes with a really amazing accessory, which is exclusive to this, which is his like jacket, his leather jacket, which he does wear. And yet again, there's an amazing wash on that, something we haven't seen. And why is it with this and not with an Elite or something? I don't know. And that seems like what happens all the time with Mattel in these releases. So let's wrap it up. Let's cut to the chase. So overall, I'm not the biggest fan of these gimmick lines, the mutants and the zombies as seen here. Not all of them, just a selection, because I'd much rather have the basics or the elites. You're not, like, why would I have a WWE zombie collection? Like, maybe I'll put them out around Halloween, but other than that, they're just gonna sit around just being zombies. And the zombie craze ended like 2 or 5 years ago or something. So Mattel are super late to this. And they did some amazing sculpts and stuff, but still some quality control just isn't there where it should be, especially with Dean Ambrose in that hand that just literally does not fit into the socket. But at least we got this Bray from this wave and this series, and I think like that Bray is akin to the Goro Brock Lesnar Doomsday figure from the Mutants, because it really shines where the rest of them are kind of just like John Cena Colossus, just like what was the point? But I don't know. Did you guys pick these up? Were you really excited for it, or are you kind of like me, like, yeah, they're kind of cool, but what's the point? Really, who are these for? What audience are you catering to? Because it's obvious, zombies are not as popular as they were. Walking Dead is still very popular on TV, but overall, you try and make a zombie movie, it's not going to do as well as it would have a couple of years ago, a few years ago. So I don't know, man. I think Mattel should focus more on the retro figures or Tough Talkers, because I don't really want to see more figures like this. That's my opinion. What's yours? Let me know in the comments. Let's get a discussion going. Do you really like zombies? Do you not like zombies? Which was your favorite figure from the zombie line? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all for watching this video. Do not forget to comment, and do not forget to like this video, or else I will eat your brains. I also did a Roman Reigns review, and I'll link that up at the end of this video. Roman Brains. Ooh hoo hoo.